Welcome children to my class again. So, before starting today's topic, just I want to remind you that what I have taught in the previous classes. Already as you know that I have uploaded up to the part 9 of work power energy lesson, and there up to part 7 I have taught all the theory part, and part 8 and 9 I have done the numericals based upon work power and energy. And today I am going to tell you that how to apply the law of conservation of energy in the case of simple pendulum. In that day, I have told about the law of conservation of energy for a freely falling body. But for today's topic, that how is it conserved in case of the simple pendulum is it is in the vibrational motion, or you can say that it is the simple harmonic motion. Means every time the pendulum is coming to its mean position. Now children, are you ready for that? So without wasting time, let's start our topic, that how that energy is conserved, or you can say that mechanical energy is conserved in case of a simple pendulum, and the graphs related about that freely falling body and the case of the simple pendulum. Now children, see here, this is the case of the conservation of energy in a simple pendulum. Now see, here I have drawn the diagram, that is the simple pendulum. This is a metallic bob, as you know that, and it is the thread and it is suspended from a rigid support. Now what I have done here, suppose this is the case of the simple, it is the simple pendulum. Now it is initially it is in the position of A, but to swing it I have to stretch this simple pendulum towards B. Suppose I am stretching this towards B, after that I left this, so it starts swinging. So when it swings, it will swing between the position B and C. Be starting from B, again the mean position A, again the ending position C, again it will come to A, then B, then A, then C, like this. Means it swings between these two positions B and C, where the mean position is A. Suppose it is your base, that is the mean position, I have drawn that line, and whatever the height it has raised, in the C position also it is H, and it is the B position also it is H. So what are these things I will explain, but only you see that picture, whatever I have explained, that up to a height H it swings and it is the mean position and it is the starting position. Means I have stretched and I left it from this position only. Now one by one we will calculate the mechanical energy in the every positions. Now we will calculate for the first position. So what is the first position that I have started? That is at the position B. Now take that one at B. So what happened at B, children? As you know that from B only I have started the swinging, or the pendulum starts swings. So there, as you know that potential energy is there, but kinetic energy is 0. And as you know that potential energy, that formula potential energy is mgh. So at B you can write PE U equal to mgh. But what about the kinetic energy? Kinetic energy K equal to, that is 0. So to calculate the mechanical energy, you have to add both potential energy and kinetic energy. That is the total energy equal to PE plus KE. So what you got that one? PE means it is your mgh plus KE means it is 0. So answer you got mgh. That only I have written there, that PE equal to mgh, KE equal to 0. Suppose in the bit question it is asking, means only you can draw the diagram and directly you can write PE equal to mgh, KE equal to 0. Here the total energy equal to mgh plus 0, that is your mgh. You can write like this also. Only you can draw the diagram and you can write that much only. Now go to the second position, that is the A. Now children see at the position A. See, Here now bulb comes to here only. Now the potential energy, whatever it is stored in that bulb, it will turn into the kinetic energy. Now calculate the potential energy and kinetic energy here. Here the potential energy is 0 and kinetic energy is maximum. So how we will calculate the kinetic energy here? Now we see. So here, as I told, that potential energy becomes 0. Now the velocity increases from here to here. Now as your initial velocity, it will turn the 0 and final velocity become the v. So how you will write that one? Now putting the third equation of motion, v square minus u square equal to 2as. So here it is the v square, it is a 0 square equal to 2. As it is accelerating under the gravity, so you can put the g, and here as it is also the height h, so in the place of s you can put the h. Now you will get v square equal to 2gh. Now according to the kinetic energy formula, you can put the formula kinetic energy equal to half mv square. Now half mv square means you got the 2gh. Now 2 you can cut, you will get the mgh. Now you got that one, the value of kinetic energy mgh. Now you can find out the total energy, that is the total energy equal to Pe plus Ke. So here Pe equal to 0 plus Ke equal to mgh. So now your answer is mgh. There also in the position B also you got mgh, here also you got mgh. So here also you can write total energy, that is the Pe plus Ke, that is the 0 plus mgh, you will get the mgh. So if it is asking the 2 or 3 mark, you can draw the diagram and directly you can write this one also. Now children, let's see the mechanical energy at the position C. Now children, see at the point C. So what happened? Again the same condition will repeat here. Here again the kinetic energy turns to 0 because it is the final position. Again it will turn back. So that's why here kinetic energy is 0, potential energy is mgh. So you can write that at the position C, kinetic energy K equal to 0, potential energy U equal to mgh. Now you can find out the total energy, that is the Ke plus Pe, that is your 0 plus, sorry, that is your mgh plus 0, that is your mgh. So here also you will get the total energy mgh. So directly you can write also here, that is the total energy equal to Pe plus Ke, that is equal to mgh plus 0, that is equal to mgh. Ke 0, 0 plus mgh, 0 plus mgh. So you can draw the diagram and you can do that much also in your exam if it is asking the 3 mark question. So children, this is all about your conservation of energy in the simple pendulum. In all the 3 cases, you can see that you got the mechanical energy, that is mgh, mgh, mgf. And just you recall that one, whatever I have taught you in the previous classes, in case of the freely falling body also, you got the same energy, that is the mgh. That means it satisfies the law of conservation of energy, that energy is neither created nor destroyed, only it transforms from one form to another. Here kinetic and potential energy to kinetic energy, again kinetic energy to potential energy. So in this universe also the same thing happens, and that is known as your conservation of law of energy. Now children, you can see the graph of the conservation of energy for a freely falling body. In the previous video, I have told you the proof. Now see the graph. Suppose it is the x-axis and it is the y-axis. Now these are the 3 conditions, that is the A, B and C. The 3 positions of the fruit or whatever the freely falling body. Now here it is the amount of your total energy. Means in between these 3 positions only you have to calculate the total energy. Now here the total height, as it is the freely falling, the total height is h, and this is your middle point, that your height is the h by 2. Now you have to calculate the kinetic energy. Suppose in the case of the C. So C, what happens, as already you know that time h equal to 0. So here at the position C, or I will write that C, at the position C, that potential energy equal to 0, and your kinetic energy equal to mgh, Ke equal to mgh. So you will get your total energy equal to 0 plus mgh. Now it is the mgh. Now at the position B, as your kinetic half, it is the distance is half. So your potential energy also becomes the half and your kinetic energy also becomes the half. Now you will get the total energy. That time it is the total energy equal to half. Total energy equal to half mgh plus half mgh. That is your answer is mgh. Now at the position the A, then height is h here. The total height is h. That time potential energy becomes the mgh. Potential energy becomes mgh and your kinetic energy becomes 0. That time PE, that time total energy equal to PE plus KE, that is your mgh plus 0. You will get the mgh. So this is your graph, and according to the graph also the law of conservation of energy satisfied. Now go to the graph of the simple pendulum. Now children, here you can see the graph of the simple pendulum is like this. As it is a bob and it is a vibrating body, that's why the graph is like this, and there as it was feeling freely in the straight line, that's why the graph was like this. So the condition is same whatever I have explained in the mathematical derivation, that these are the three positions of the bob, and as you know that we are swinging this bob from the B position, means here it is the starting position, then it is the PE equal to here mgh and Ke equal to here 0. But here PE becomes 0, potential energy becomes 0 and your kinetic energy becomes your mgh. And here the same condition occurs, that is your potential energy becomes mgh and kinetic energy becomes 0. So ultimately if you will get the total energy, that you are getting the mgh. Here also total energy, that is the mgh. Here also you will get the total energy, that is your mgh. So it is the graph of your simple pendulum of law of conservation of energy. If question will ask in your exam, you will do simply these things, you will get the mark. Now children, hope you understand this. Now you practice the mathematical derivation and graph. Both are important for your exam point of view. So children, this is all about today's topic. Only this much has left. Hope you understand all the things. So your chapter work power energy is over, and already I have given the numericals, and whatever you are having the reference books, you refer all the reference books, try to solve all the problems, try to do the exercises, and the bit questions also, whatever you can get from inside your book or your exercise, you practice thoroughly so that you can attend in your exam. And always try to understand the basic things, fundamental things, because in physics always applications questions will come. So children, in the next part I will try to upload the numericals of the Selena, and again in the theory part I will start the next lesson, that is all about your machines. So for today, thank you very much children. And before going, as I am always requesting you children, what to do? To subscribe, like and share my channel, so that everyone will take that advantages. Thank you children for today.